So in normal times then, at Christmas, Manger Square in Bethlehem is decked with lights and a huge Christmas tree. The centre packed with tourists. 70% of the town's income comes from tourism, most of it during the festive season. This year's, though, well, no sign of much, even any of that, amid the shadow of the war in Gaza. Early today, at least a group of scouts holding a parade that broke the silence of the early morning. Well, we're going to cross then to Bethlehem, talk to our correspondent Noga Tarnopolsky, who joins us from there. Noga, give us a sense then of what the situation is like there. Much quieter than normal, of course.
Absolutely, much quieter. And if you walk around much of the town of Bethlehem, you know, the beautiful old winding streets, a lot of the shops are simply shuttered and closed. There are few people on the streets, and you really have the sense of a non-holiday almost. However, when you come closer to Manger Square and to the church, as you see behind me, there are people. Many of them are kind of locals, diplomats stationed here, VIPs. Many members of the local churches have come. So there is movement. There's a tiny bit of a festive feeling. I think a relief of seeing people coming to visit Bethlehem on Christmas Day. And it's a gorgeous, almost spring-like day here today. But it's a sort of paltry compensation for the difficulties and the really heavy blows that this war has brought onto all of the Christian communities in this land.
Yeah, of course, Noga, there are many of them, aren't they, scattered right across the whole region there. How are people preparing and how are people celebrating the festivities?
Well, people really are celebrating. Unlike last year, when the Christian communities here were still really under the shock of the start of the war that had begun just 3 months before, this year people are celebrating, but much inside their homes, in families. Like in Bethlehem and Nazareth also, there's no big public Christmas tree as there usually is. It's muted, but you see in the various communities, the Armenian church, the Coptic church, each one has their own date for Christmas. Each one is preparing in their own way. Yesterday, I interviewed a Greek Orthodox gentleman in the old city of Jerusalem who told me that while it's not his actual Christmas until early January, he preferred to celebrate Father Christmas and, you know, the Catholic 25th of December. He felt it spoke to him more. So there is a feeling of personal festivity among individuals. But the church itself, I have to say, is really concerned that Christians are fleeing the region, that Christians feel persecuted both by Israel and by Palestine, that there's no place for them. And the Catholic Church has made it a major point of this holiday to emphasize the importance of what they're calling the original Christian community here in Bethlehem and in Jerusalem, the Holy Land.
Noga, thanks very much. Noga Tarnopolsky there talking to us from Bethlehem. Thanks.